What's going on, everyone? Michael Martin here. I am with Dual Kevin. Let's just let's just go ahead and just make this official. You are a Street Fighter League Season 2 captain.
Yes.
How does that feel? Tell me how that feels.
I feel like.
Oh, you're gonna take the. You know what? Yeah, you
Go
ahead. Go ahead.
Let me tell people. Like, I feel like I've grown as a player,
Yes.
and I feel like now the audience of Street Fighter League, the community of Street Fighter, also sees the growth of me because I went from just a regular team member to a captain now. I've fully committed to just focusing on Street Fighter, and I hope it shows within me progressing throughout the year and throughout Street Fighter League. So it feels amazing. It's like I'm on this journey, and everyone's able to see it, and everyone's able to be on it with me.
Right.
So it feels amazing, truly amazing.
All right. So, Season 1. All right. You obviously saw how Season 1, how Season 1 evolved, the strategy of the teams, of course, the picks and bans and things like that. Give me briefly your assessment of Season 1, and then we'll talk about like your expectations for Season 2.
So the character bans is actually not in my favor because Rishi's like the only great character I can play. You've seen some G. Have I practiced some G more since then? Because like I'm kind of focused on just practicing myself as a player. So that's why I kind of been slacking, which is my fault completely. But that's gonna be like the big hit for me. It's gonna hurt me a lot. But I mean, I'm still gonna practice G regardless with second season happening. Yeah. And as you can see, it happened to other captains as well. Yes. Idom, for example. Yeah. Toy, for example. Toy got the hardest because eventually people stopped banning Idom for Samurai, right? So hoping the same thing happened to me. However, as you saw in the rules, where you can only ban the same character once, the second time around, it has to be different. Can't be the same character. So that's gonna be working in my favor. So I feel very, very confident going in, regardless of going.
Good. All right. So going into Season 2, we know who some of the other players are. Based on like the online qualifiers and the players that got in through the nominations. So based on those players, you're in a unique position. We've talked to some of the other players. They're the guys that are part of the draft, right? Like they gotta wait for whoever's gonna pick them. You are in a unique position that you get to pick some players. Now I'm not gonna ask you who your team's gonna be if you have an idea, but if there's one or two players that are available and it's your pick, what are you looking for your team makeup? Because this is obviously very important. So what are you looking for in a team makeup?
So if I could get the first pick, it'd be Samurai without a doubt. Not only a strong player, and again, has made people deter away from banning Laura from Idom and made him pick Akuma instead.
Yeah.
It's just mentality behind the game.
Yeah.
Like he's willing to accept certain things about the game, and that's just where they point. You have to accept certain things of the game.
Right.
Otherwise, you're just going to get down in a slump. You're not going to be able to progress as a player. I've always been about that, just accepting things. Like, it could not, the game could like mess up with a reason and it'd be not entirely your fault. No, it's still my fault. And I feel like Samurai got the same kind of mentality as I do. So I would like to work with that. Also, pick a player who going to make you guess. So like an Idom or anybody who plays a character that can make you guess.
Sure.
In a land of Street Fighter, you can't guess right all the time. So that's why I would like to have that on my team. We'll see how it goes down, which order it would be, and everything.
Sure. What's your? So we've talked a little bit about, I guess, your mentality coming into Season 2. But what I really want to, I guess, find out from you is what your strategy is based on what your play style, what you're looking at as far as team makeups, the picks and bans and all of that considered. What are you going to focus on for yourself maybe as a player and internally coming into Season 2? What do you think is going to make you strongest? You as an individual for Season 2.
So, you might have seen it from the first season. I got hyped for my teammates. I got super hyped for my teammates. When Snuff got around, he was like Pixel and made a comeback on Idom. I will hype them up. If I fail as a player and I lose, so then my team has to carry or they have to pick my slack, I will hype them up. I will give them the extreme details of what this player has done in that match of each round. So that's what all I've been about too.
Sure.
And like I said, Samurai is kind of similar. So
yeah.
that's what I'm always about. So that's why we'll fill my role as an individual, where I feel like I want to be better at that.
Yeah.
Because that's all about just exercising that kind of routine.
Yep.
So that would make me better in that aspect. So.
I think one thing I noticed was not being familiar with, like, I heard from players like, oh yeah, Kevin's been grinding. Like, you play other games, Kevin's been grinding, right? Seeing the results of that work in game is one thing, but I think the thing that I noticed was week after week, you were a lot more involved in sort of like, whether it's the hyping the teammates up, right, cheering them on, or coaching and providing some strategy in between games, right? I don't think I was expecting that. So I think that I'm curious how that will translate now that you're in a new role. What do you like?
I want my teammates to understand team synergy.
Okay.
Like, I want them to know that, this is actual team. I don't care. I never looked at a player skill. I actually, like, even like today.
I mean, going in, were you looking? Was that what you were expecting going into like season 1, or did it just kind of happen that way? I
feel like it just happened naturally.
Okay.
Because that's just who I am.
Okay.
From other games that you see me play, people within that community just
yeah.
hype.
Yeah.
They love it. They heckle.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
So me growing with that same community, always been about the same thing. So I want the players on my team to understand team synergy is important.
Yeah.
It's a team game. People get extremely nervous. It's something about a team-oriented kind of tournament. It's like, it's different than just playing singles. It's completely different. So the team synergy matters, I feel. So I want them to understand it, and like you don't have to join in, but if you can, if you have it in you, like, please do.
Yeah. All right, so I don't know if you remember this, but the season 2, we're going to go through the season. We're going to come out with the top team from North America, from the United States. At Capcom Cup, they get to play the top team from Team Japan, or from Japan. Now, obviously, you don't know who you're going to be playing. Like, we're putting on the prediction hat. It's a long time from now. We don't know. But what's your expectation there? What do you think about having to play the top team from Japan at Capcom Cup if you make it that far?
I just want to beat their ass.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all it is to it. As a competitor, that's all it is to it. As well as, like, I always say like this: as a competitor, I want to beat their ass. As a spectator, I'm a huge fan.
Yes.
Like, I'm always, sometimes I'm a spectator first.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, just looking up to them, I'm a spectator.
Yeah.
I look up to them. I research their matches, not even just to beat them, but just like to incorporate my own game plan.
Yeah.
So, as a competitor, I'm gonna study off them. I'm gonna talk with my team.
Yeah.
Do all that. I'll feel ready by then. I'm sure. Like I said, you'll see my progress throughout this whole year.
Okay.
And I'm only gonna get stronger and stronger.
All right.
And I guarantee you my team's gonna get stronger as well, because I'm gonna put them on the same thing.
Guaranteed.
Yes.
Guaranteed.
Yes.
Kevin, thank you so much for conducting this interview with me. Congratulations again on making captain, and really looking forward to seeing what you do in season 2. Good luck with season 2, and hopefully we see you at the end of Capcom Cup. Yeah.
Yes.
Holding up the trophy and the check. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thank you again, everyone. Peace out.